Good morning, everyone. This is Jeff from Daily Drivers, and today I'm doing something a little bit different. And the only reason I really took particular interest in this vehicle is just because of how nice a shape it is. This is a 2012 Suzuki Grand Vitara. This is something I don't really see too often, especially in nice shape. A lot of the times I've seen these vehicles, they've kind of been, for lack of better words, in really, really bad shape. I mean, there's rust everywhere, super, super high miles. But this one is actually, there's a few cuts and bruises here, but it's really, really nice, actually. And I believe it's only got 54,000 miles on it, so whoever had this took great care of it. Reminds me of the old Jeep Liberties with the spare tire on the back. Almost like a Jeep Wrangler, but the second half doesn't open up and the bottom part comes out. The whole thing swings open. I got a little cargo cover here. Underneath the mat, you got this little cubby space here with your official Suzuki first aid kit velcroed to the floor there. Pretty neat. Got a little storage cubby in here. This is your jack. You just pull that open. Your jack and everything's right in there. I really like these doors that swing open. That's really cool with the spare tire on the back. That's pretty neat. I'm gonna hop in the back here. And you actually got a good bit of room. I can sit pretty comfortably back here. Leather is pretty soft. I always worry about leather seats just because of a lot of newer vehicles. The leather seats are a little on the tougher side, but these are actually nice and plush. I actually really like them. You got a nice sunroof there. This one's pretty loaded up. A little bit of a breeze out. Sorry about that. Gas release is right here. Your hood pops right here. And it doesn't really give you that satisfying click that you look for when you pop a hood release open. But there we go. So this is a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder. It's good for about 166 horsepower and 166 pound-feet of torque. Driven by a 4-speed automatic. And in terms of fuel economy, it does leave a little to be desired compared to vehicles of today. Around town, you're getting like 19 miles a gallon, and on the highway, you're like 26. So for being a compact SUV with a 4-cylinder, not the best fuel economy I've ever seen, but it'll also get you by. And this pearl white color is actually really nice on this. The only thing it's missing is a mirror cap right there. So we're going to get in and start this thing up. So it's a little bit different. So normally you'll have either a turn key here or you'll have a key fob and you just put your foot on the brake and press the button. Not this. This is quirky. So you do have a key fob, but what you do is, as long as the fob is in the vehicle, you can start it just like a push button. But what you do is, it kind of works like Mitsubishi's. I don't know if anybody's ever driven an Evo, but I drove an Evo before and it works the same way. So you push it in and you turn it just like a turn key. It's really weird. It has a key fob, but you still turn it like a turn key. I thought that was really weird, but kind of cool. So it is actually 4-wheel drive. So you do have your 4 high, 4 low locker. You got heated seats right here. Like I said, it's a 4-speed. You could do 3 and then 2 and low. AM FM radio. In terms of gadgetry, nothing crazy fancy. Single zone climate, traction control, air conditioning, like I said, AM FM. The one thing that is kind of cool though, besides the sunroof of course, is you pop this up and you actually have a Garmin from factory. So it's not a built-in unit. You actually have this little leather pouch in here, which is actually, materials are actually nice on that. And sorry about that. There's these little prongs right here. You have to line it up with the bottom. It's kind of, sometimes it could be a pain if you can't exactly see what you're doing. And you clip it in, and then you hold in the power button, and it turns on. I don't know if either, there we go. So that's pretty cool. You actually have your own little Garmin that you can attach to the vehicle. I don't think this is standard. Yeah, that's neat. I never actually powered it on before. This was kind of a learning experience for me. So that's actually pretty cool. One of the quirks of the vehicle, I guess. I'll go ahead and turn that off. We'll unclip that. We'll close that. Nope, I guess it is still on. Oh, never mind. I guess it makes a noise when it turns off. Yeah, pretty cool. Alright, so you got all your radio controls on here, as well as the cruise control, just your volume and everything. Headlights are automatic, so that's good. Windshield wipers are right here. Let's see if I can I even adjust the steering wheel? I don't even know if I can. Oh, there we go. Yep. It's the opposite though. You pull it towards you. It just goes up and down. It does not telescope. That's still okay though. All right, so we're gonna take this thing for a ride. Don't make the same mistake like I did last time and get the wires out of the way. Okay. All right, let's take this thing for a ride. Make sure my mirrors are set where they need to go. I'm going to twist the one to the right a little bit. There we go. So with how steep this hill is, you would think that it being a 4-speed, it would kick down dramatically. Actually, it didn't really sound too bad. It did kick down from 4th to 3rd. However, it wasn't as, I guess, aggressive as I thought it would be, if that makes sense. See how this thing handles around these corners. Pretty good, not a ton of body roll. And compared to other vehicles I've driven, the power does leave a little to be desired, but it is, at the end of the day, it's a 4-wheel drive SUV, so I can't expect too much from a 4-cylinder. Especially not these newer ones that are, like the newer ones that are turbocharged. So far I can definitely say seat quality is definitely comfortable. Not the worst leather seats I've ever sat in. These are actually pretty plush, like I said earlier, compared to some of the ones I've been in. Ride quality overall, you do feel a couple more bumps in the road, again, than other stuff I've driven before, but this is also a 2012 and it wasn't really made to ride nice. It's a four-wheel drive SUV. This was meant to do stuff that you needed to do that's not on asphalt. Okay, so I think the one thing that I'm not going to necessarily like about the car so far is definitely going to be passing power. So on the highway, I'm going to be realistic. I don't think I have a ton of high hopes for this thing. I mean, we'll see what she got, but I'm not really keeping my hopes up here. That 2.4 just doesn't seem to do it for me. And a 4-speed. I guess not hateful, but definitely leaves a lot to be desired. Yeah, it wasn't that great. You really had to put your foot to the floor to even get up to highway speeds with the rest of these people. So, I mean, for back roads, this thing is absolutely perfect. The leather seats ride nicely. It's a little bumpy, but in terms of highway, I mean, it seems like it takes a little bit to get up to speed there. So, I mean, now that I'm on the highway, it's fine. It's fine, but getting on the highway, for some people that like being a lead foot on on-ramps, is not very ideal. Not very ideal at all. Okay, so all in all, it drove pretty nice. I mean, if you're looking for a cheaper all-wheel drive in good shape, this would definitely be a good candidate. It's kind of tough to find one of these in good shape anymore, like I've said. But this thing's got 54,000 miles on it. I mean, that's probably a little bit of a unicorn right now. But it was a nice car to drive. I actually did enjoy driving it. There was a few things I didn't like, but that comes with every vehicle. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.